But he's a great guy to work for. He was all business in the office and all play out. He loved to have a good time. I met him when I was a walk-on football player that didn't make the grade because I was a T formation quarterback and he hated the T formation. So that wasn't the only reason he didn't like me. But I got to know him and I started working around on the football field and I got acquainted with him. He was a good guy to work for. You know, he'd tell you what to do, and he was, I think one of the reasons I got along with him so well is that we were doing things and I'd go to him and tell him, now General, we can do this better than that. And he'd always say, by God, you better be right, you know, when I'd tell him about something. But he wasn't too big that he wouldn't listen to you, you know. After he quit coaching, he'd come out to every practice, you know. And he was the guy was a genius. And he'd be out on the practice field and be practicing, and he could look and see who did the pull the wrong way or didn't do their job. And when they were kicking, he always had a stopwatch with him, even after he quit coaching. And he'd take that stopwatch and he'd put it down. He wouldn't even look at it. And he'd say that was so-and-so, and he'd be a second off, or just a second off of it. He's such a big believer in defense in the kicking game. That was really his game. He was sort of an aloof guy, you know. The General was aloof, and he had his certain friends and things, but he was real fair about everything and honest. But the players were all scared of him, you know, because he conducted things like they did in the military. But they all loved him when they left there.